Tech fans, how are we doing again? Let's talk about on your smart TV. What should you use? Should you use Wi-Fi or should you use Ether? Okay, a lot of these smart TVs don't do well. They do 10, 100, 10, 100, 10 megabytes, 100 megabytes. Some of them don't do a gig. You have to look in the book and see if it does a gig. If it does a gig, that's great. But Wi-Fi, if it has Wi-Fi 6, it can do 1.2. If it doesn't have Wi-Fi 6, it might have Wi-Fi 5, which is 866. It's close to it, which is more. But it only do 10, which is 10 megabyte. It's legacy, it's 6. If it has 100 megabyte, legacy is 60. Okay, well, 60 versus 866. Wi-Fi would be a better choice, right? You wouldn't have to run no Ethernet cable. You have to run it from the roof. If you want to do it properly, you're supposed to have it in a central location, maybe the utility closet or the utility room, or in the garage, you would have a rack. You have to keep it cool, too, because if you don't keep it cool, it'll overheat. And you would run the wires in the attic, and you do it nice and neat, and you run it down to each room, and you have a little jack there, right, that you connect. You can make it easier for yourself, and don't have to do punch down and stuff, and just get jack with two female ends on both. So you connect the wire, you plug it in like so, and then the other wire, you have the jack sticking out of the hole. You plug it in like so, and you can work it that way. It saves you a lot of time. But otherwise, you have to run the Ethernet on the floor, under the carpet, and all that stuff. It's a hassle. So Wi-Fi is a better choice to go. Then you wouldn't have all that stuff. I changed the Wi-Fi from from the fix to MLO. Gemini said, "Oh, don't recognize you. You have to type that password in." Why do I have to type the password in? It takes a long time. Is there any way to do it? It sends a signal to the phone. But I don't see no message. Then you have to type your password. You can't win with this thing. Once you get all that working, it's great because I can say, hey, turn on the camera. I have a security camera in the front. And the security camera can work with Google. Oh, well, Gemini. Google. I don't want to say Gemini because it'll come up here. Or Alexa. Okay? But they have to be linked. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I contacted the company and I couldn't find the reference in their documentation. All of a sudden, another update, and voila, it's there in the app. So I link to Google Home, and I link to Alexa. Because in the beginning, Alexa could not find the device, but Google found it. But they couldn't use it because it wasn't linked. It's crazy. It showed up in the home, though. Now it's linked. And, hang on, I gotta get a little warm here. I gotta put the AC on. Hold on. I have it on low. I should put it on sleep. Let's see what sleep would do. Sounds the same to me. Anyway, it's getting hot again. They said it was like 80-something degrees. So, I'll just run a little bit, then I'll turn off. But what I'm saying is this: we got a security camera hooked up to the network. Okay? Yes. So it'll work on the it'll work on Wi-Fi 6. But it has to be set up under 2.4. So 2.4, all smart devices, lights and everything are hooked up to 2.4. Everything. Anything that's 2.4 that has to be hooked up that way. It's your laser printer. Okay? Everything. But this is wireless or wired. Wired or wireless. Both of them. Okay? That's how it works. But you can run it. Once the network is set up, it can communicate with the slower network. And it prints out. That's great. Working. But the security camera, it still won't work. So yesterday I finally got it to work. I said, I went to the Fire TV. I can't yell out to the Fire TV and say, hey, turn on the TV. It won't work like that. You got to press the button. So I said, Alexa, I said, so turn on the TV, show me the camera. Finding the camera, found it, boom. It was on the screen. I said, wow, great. We have a Echo Show, so it's pretty cool. It's like it's a 10-inch, I think it's 10-inch screen. It's pretty, it has a nice deep subwoofer. Good way if you're playing music, but I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying. I got that for a gift, so like, it's pretty. So she can show it on the screen. That one's a little different than the one on the TV. It has the same kind of voice, same kind of personality. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm really into the into the automation, but I want to see the security camera either on the TV or I want to see it on the. I can turn this off a little bit so you can hear me. I want to see it on the TV or I want to see it on the Echo Show. And it works. It does work. Okay? And that's great. That's the whole point of using it. Could be seen on this. I don't know. on your computer. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to see. If you can use a third-party software. If they have the software. If they got the software for the app for Android and they got it for Windows, it should work. I know Windows can do Android. It's supposed to. I really play around with that stuff on there. Android is mostly the phone or tablet or whatever you got. And maybe it works with the Mac. I should really check it out. But it does work. It's good because you need a security camera. I mean, it's a robot. They have it labeled as a robot, and it's supposed to go back and forth. It does work at IP6A, I think, rated, because when I put it up, it was raining, and it poured heavily, and it's right on the gutter, so it's going to have to rain. But I charge up the battery before I put it out there. It's hooked up to a solar panel. It's pretty neat. It's not cheap stuff, not fake. It's heavy, too. So, like I said, it's 4K, 2K, 1080p, and 720. I use 4K. Good quality. The picture comes out. It really looks so realistic. It's surprising. I can zoom 16x out with my finger, and I can see really up close. I can look down like a human, look down to the ground. I can see below it. I can move it. I can pan it around all the way around, pan it up to a point. I should be able to see. Before, when I first got it, I couldn't see the road. I couldn't even. It's crazy. I couldn't see it across the street. Now I can. I don't know. One of the updates fixed that problem. But hey, it works. It works. It looks pretty good. You can't miss it. Yeah, but we need it. Now, the back of the house, what would I use for the back? I have another security camera. I could hook up back there if I can find it. I don't know where it is. Things get lost. But anyway, if you got Wi-Fi, use it on the smart TV. It'll work better for you. If you got a good Wi-Fi network, if you got MLO, use that. That's good because that would give you both Radio 5 and Radio 6 antenna. Well, 5 and 6, That's the Wi-Fi 7 is 6 and Wi-Fi. Well, Wi-Fi 7 is 6 and Wi-Fi 5 is 5. And that is very confusing, but that's the way they have it. Confusing. I don't know who wrote up the standard, why they did it like that. Then Wi-Fi 8 is coming along. It's supposed to fix a lot of things. That's what they say. We won't know until it happens. Okay. Hey, I gotta go.